Hello, beautiful love. Welcome to this reading. We have two decks right here that I am going to shuffle and get some cards for you just to start out. And if we need more, oh, your cards are already ready. If we need more, we will get more. But let's just start with these. So, a change in the wind, mending, to be fair, to the sea. And I'm going to scoot this because I feel like we're going to get a lot of cards today. And yin. If I'm sniffly, I'm sorry. Okay. And let's see what comes out here. Psychic abilities, financial health, protection. Oh gosh, that's a lot. Oh, I said we were going to get a lot, and then we did. Okay, lighten your load, grieving, and I think I'm going to hold these extras for now. I'm being drawn to this card, and I'm just getting this feeling like something is falling apart. And it feels like it's something that you've held on to for a very long time and you believed was a part of yourself. And now that it's falling apart, you're kind of okay with it. A previous version of you may have clung to it with everything that you had, but this version of you today, it just seems like you're accepting it. You're like, okay, if it's gotta go, it's gotta go. If it can't come with me anymore and there's nothing I can do about it, then I gotta let it go. And I'm asking your spirit guides, what is this about? And I think we'll get some more information here, but maybe you already know what that's about. In this mending card, I keep thinking of friendships. Like there's a friendship that's mending, that maybe something happened. Maybe something happened between the two of you and it felt like it might be the end. But then there's like a second revival that's happening right now where you're like, you know what, I'm not ready to let go of this. It does feel like a relationship. I'm not sure if it's a friendship or however this is resonating for you in your life, but it does feel like a friend, like a best friend. And then it feels like there was some kind of falling out, but it's not related. It doesn't feel related to this thing that you're letting go of, because these are two very different. These are very different energies here. And it does very much feel like this is mutual. It's like whatever happened between the two of you, you both had a reason to be upset with the other one and you both went your separate ways. And you were like, okay, this isn't going to work. I'm just going to go on my way. But no matter how much you tried to just carry on with your journey, you kept remembering that other person and being like, man, I don't know if I want to go on the journey alone without them. Like they were a beautiful person and we had this falling out. And yes, I have the right to feel the way that I do, but at the same time, I really, really love that person and I really want us to see if we can mend things. And then, like I said, it's mutual. They're both working at their end. Yeah, this card right here feels like you're both coming back, offering gifts and apologies and just saying, man, I'm really sorry. I understand how you feel, and in the moment I was really hurt and I still am a little hurt maybe, but I understand your perspective and I don't think that our friendship should be ruined over this, or our relationship, whatever that was. Yeah, I keep feeling like this, like you felt so alone and their memory just always hung over you. And it was always the good memories, like all the hijinks that you got into together and all the ways that they helped you or were kind to you when nobody else was. All of that stuff was just still in your mind all the time. And then I'm seeing her looking through the binoculars back at the past, at the friendship or relationship, and being like, man, I really did love them. I do love them. Like there's nothing I can do. I still really, really care about this person. And I know I'm supposed to be setting boundaries, and I know that I have done a lot of work on myself to know what's right and what's not right and what I'm going to tolerate and what I won't. But it really feels like this person just either made a misstep, or maybe I was too emotional about what happened, and I need to take a step back and really look at things. This to me feels like your feelings softening. Like, you know, maybe I was too hard on them. Maybe I just, you know, the water is overflowing right here into this cup. It's overflowing everywhere, but I'm seeing it as her tears. You know, maybe it struck a nerve in me, and it wasn't necessarily that they intended to hurt me the way that they did hurt me. But maybe that was something that I needed to heal. Maybe it wasn't their fault. Maybe they were sent, is the word that's coming to mind. Maybe they were sent to me to help me heal this thing that's unhealed within me. Yeah, this keeps feeling like, if this doesn't resonate for you by this point, then it's not your reading, because this is very clearly about a relationship that was broken, that wants to be mended, okay? If that is not your situation, this one's not for you. But this feels very much like you guys are psychically connected through time and space, and no matter how they feel or what they're going through or what changes between you, it's almost like you guys are thinking of each other at the exact same time, and one of you will like send a text message, or if you're not communicating right now, it's like you'll see their name places and they'll see your name places, and it's almost like the entire universe is conspiring to bring you two back together again. I'm feeling very called to say, if this is a toxic relationship, if this was somebody that was hurting you, that's not who this is about. This is about somebody who genuinely, truly loved you and was always there for you when nobody else was. And not in a I'm going to use this against you to get what I want kind of way. Like, this is a genuine, pure connection. So again, if that's not the relationship you had, this is not about that. I'm just seeing these two cards coming together as this very loving, mothering, nurturing energy coming from this other person. Like, they just genuinely loved you, genuinely wanted the best for you, and always saw the good in you. Like, no matter what your behaviors were, or what you said, or what you did, or how much you were like kicking yourself for the person that you were, they were always like so gentle and kind and loving toward you. They always saw the best in you. And it's like they could see your potential, and they could see you growing into your potential. And they just wanted to nurture that. I'm seeing this as something in your life was very heavy at the time when this, whatever this was. And I'm wondering what this card was in the beginning. But I'm sure we'll circle back around to that. But whatever this was that fractured the relationship, it was like you were carrying so much, and it was all you could do to carry what you were carrying. And then this comment, or this, I'm not sure what it is, but it was something that happened between the two of you where you felt betrayed at your lowest, or like you were carrying so much. And this was the one person that you thought you could count on, no, like through everything. And they didn't show up in the way that you wanted them to. At your worst is what it feels like. And then I'm being pulled to this grieving card now. And it's like, it was a huge loss for you. It was such a huge loss. This person meant so much to you, and you really felt like they were the diamond in the rough. They were the the one person who was always going to be there for you no matter what happened. And whatever the situation was, it felt like a huge betrayal. Whether it truly was a huge betrayal or not, that's how it felt to you. Like, how could they? Out of everybody in the whole world, they know what I've been through. They know what I'm going through. How could they say that? How could they do that to me? Now we're going to flip these and see what they are. Finding compassion. This is kind of reminding me of how we were over here. Like, you're softening to the idea that maybe you overreacted. And it doesn't feel like you overreacted. You had your true feelings whatever this is went down. It hurt you and you reacted in the way that you truly felt, right? But there's something about softening that now. Like, you can look back on it and go, you know, maybe they didn't intend to hurt me that way. Maybe they don't even know that they hurt me that way. And this card, I'm seeing that your load is lightened now. You know, whatever this was that you were carrying in the past has been removed from your life. And now you're able to kind of like take a step back, as I was saying, you know, take a step back and look at things from a different perspective without all of that like pressure on you. And so it feels like, again, like you're having a little more compassion. You're starting to understand their perspective, and you're starting to feel like this friendship, this relationship, whatever it is so important to me, and I want to fight for it. I'm looking at these butterflies. Yeah, there's a butterfly here. It's like the butterfly is coming back to life, is what it feels like. Okay, let's grab some more. Closure and truth and trust. It does feel like you closed the door and you're walking away from it. And then no matter how much you try to walk away from it, there's still this bright light and this call to go back. Like, don't shut this door. Don't close this down. There's still so much beauty here. Like, this was a rare connection, a rare, beautiful connection between two beautiful souls who truly, truly love each other and have a lifetime of supporting each other. And it's not meant to end here. That's just how it feels. It's not meant to end here. And I feel like you've already come to this realization. I keep going back to this card. I keep asking, what is this? Because it doesn't feel like the same thing. This feels like a life that you gave up. It doesn't feel like this relationship. It feels like a life that you gave up, or a personality, or some part of who you actually are, that was being covered by something different that you had to give away. And it feels like even through all of this, as all of this was coming apart, this person was standing next to you the whole time until that one thing happened. I'm going to scoot this back up here. Yeah, this one is like, trust the call, trust the light. The light isn't leading you back into darkness. It's not. There's something that this person has within them. Maybe they're a truth teller. Maybe they're somebody who tells you like it is. And most of the time you really, really appreciate that about them. But in this time, when you were at your darkest and your lowest, it hurt. And maybe you decided, no, I don't like that anymore. I don't want to be friends with people like that are just going to say the truth bluntly. Or if it was a relationship, you know, maybe I don't want to be with somebody that's not going to consider my feelings, or like tiptoe around at all, or sugarcoat anything at all. And they just bluntly tell me how they feel and label it as truth, you know. That's how I'm feeling. Like, this person really truly is a beautiful, beautiful soul who is here to shine truth, shine the mirror on you, so that you can look at yourself and decide if that's who you want to continue to be. They truly love you, and they truly weren't trying to hurt you. They just showed you the truth. They just showed you the truth, and it was hard for you to handle. You couldn't handle it in that moment. Okay, community. Yeah, it definitely feels like you guys are coming back together. If you haven't already reached out, they're going to reach out, or you're going to reach out. Somebody's going to reach out. Loyal heart. Like, you guys are genuinely soul family, like deep, deep, deep soul family too. Not like, I don't know, you're so deeply connected and intertwined in each other's lives throughout all of history. And like, you were meant to come back into this life together and be a support for each other throughout everything. And chaos and conflict. Let me grab this one too. Orphaned. It truly feels like, ooh, I'm getting chills, you guys. Okay. It truly feels like you've got a choice here. And if you choose to go back together with this person, you're going to have a lifelong friend, a lifelong partner, you know, somebody who is ride or die for you all the time, no matter what. Because it's almost like the friendship broke, but it's going to come together even stronger now because you both realize how much you mean to each other. Where before, you knew you loved each other, you knew that like you thought nothing could come between you, but then when it did, to know that you guys could come back together after that would make your relationship so much stronger. But you also have this choice over here where you can try to pretend like you don't care, where you can just be sad about this relationship the rest of your life and continue to look for other people. This kind of feels to me like trying to find other people who remind you of that person, but then them always coming up short, or like they can be that other person for a little bit and then they it all falls apart because that's not who they truly are. I feel like we just need one more card. Go the distance. I just keep feeling like this person is ride or die for you. This person loves you deeply, like more deeply than maybe you've ever been loved by another person. And they're willing to spend the whole rest of their life being by your side and fighting for what you want to fight for. And your spirit team is just saying, please trust yourself. Please trust your heart. Please trust that this person genuinely loves you. And they're asking you to look in the mirror and see if there was any fault of yours. Genuinely. Did you overreact to something that they said because you were in such a low state? I just keep trying to hear if there's any further message here. It feels like you already know all of this stuff. And it feels like those of you who already were thinking about contacting them or getting back in touch with them, like you're going to go this way. And those of you that are like, no, that person really hurt me bad, you're going to go this way. And it's almost like you guys have already decided which side you're on. And it's sad because I feel like with a little bit of self-reflection, this side would actually come over to this side. But I feel like those of you that are here that are on this side are staying on that side. And it's just sad. Your spirit team is coming through to say this is a huge loss. It felt like a huge loss when this happened. Whatever this was that tore you guys apart, it felt like a huge loss, and it was a huge loss. But now you have the opportunity to come back together even stronger. And if you choose not to go that way, that's going to be devastating for you in your life. You're going to get through it. It's not going to be the end of the world, but your life would be so much richer with this person there. They want to say they're not disposable. This person's not a disposable paper cup. This person is the Holy Grail goblet, okay? And they want you to treat them like that because they are a gem. And you are lucky to have found them, and they are lucky to have found you. You guys are equals. You're equal partners. They truly want me to keep emphasizing, if you're on this side, reconsider. Reconsider, please. Okay, it definitely feels like that's the end of the message. They would not let me go and release this until I said it like 16 times. If you're on this side and you decide they're not for you, please reconsider. Anyways, I love you so much. I am sorry that you went through all of this, but it looks like for the majority of you, you and this person are going to be reconnecting and having an even deeper relationship, friendship than before. So I love you so much, and I hope that was helpful, and I will see you again next time.